Welcome to the Energy for Life podcast, helping busy women reclaim their energy, innate power, and self-worth. Here is your host, Corona Brady.
Welcome back. Welcome to episode 33 of the Energy for Life podcast show, and I am your host, Corona Brady. I want to address something that came up for me last week, and I'm addressing this today in hope that it serves and supports you as always. Is this just another scam? Last week, I was chatting via email to a lovely woman in our community. She has subscribed to my emails. She's been resonating with all of the emails I send out. I stay in very regular touch with my community. And she has also found my podcasts so far incredibly valuable. As we were chatting back and forth, and she was sharing with me where she was feeling stuck right now in her life, I could see from what she was sharing that her current experiences were actually very common, and that most of the women who come to work with me personally via my Energy for Life Academy have these exact symptoms. And I knew I could help her, like the same way I have helped the hundreds of other women just like her. However, it was the response that came back to me that initially shocked me. She wanted to know if this was just another gimmick. And I thought, I really need to speak about this topic today, because if she is having those thoughts, there has to be so many women out there having similar thoughts. I am so deeply passionate about serving and supporting women. And I bring that passion into every single podcast episode and every single email that I personally write and send to my community, and everything that I create, from my Energy for Life Academy program to my Awakened Woman Life Mastery program to all of my retreats and live events that I host and run. I've been working with and empowering women now close to a decade, and I can tell you this, working with me is not another scam or a gimmick for that matter. And I really hate that so many women have obviously been scammed or gimmicked on the internet. Honestly, it really breaks my heart to hear this. Yes, sadly, there are people out there scamming others, but that is not me. And it's really not how my business operates. I have a big heart, and I have a big heart mission, and that does not involve scamming others. Absolutely not. So I wanted to share some real tips today with you around how to determine if something is a scam or not. And I'm really referring to coaching services here, by the way. I believe, firstly, that people always come into our path, come into our life at the right time. Every single mentor that I have personally worked with, and I've worked with many, have come into my life exactly at the right time when I got crystal clear on what I needed and I put the intention out there to the universe. Now, what do I mean by that? Well, all of the women that come to work with me always come across me and my work at the right time. They often put an intention out there and my body of work shows up. What I would suggest as well is when you come across somebody's coaching services that you're resonating with, always do your research. If you're considering working with that person, check them out. Read their about page. Can you resonate with their story? Where she has been in her life and how she's overcome her challenges. Do you resonate? Has this person walked the path and gone before you? Does she understand your pains? That's a big clue if this woman will be able to help and guide you. Tune in. When you receive their emails, or when you listen to their videos or podcast episodes, or when you're on their website, how do you feel in your body? Check in. What is your body telling you? Do you feel at peace? Do you feel calm? Do you feel grounded? That's another clue. Check in with everything she is sharing via her emails, articles, podcast shows. Do you resonate? Does this person really sound like a scammer? Like, seriously, challenge the fear in your mind, because in the end, that's what's going to keep you stuck, your fear. Honestly, challenge your mind. Just because you might have been scammed in the past, and I'm really very sorry if you have been, it does not mean that every other person out there is out to scam you. Are you really going to allow that to stop you from getting the right support right now in your life and moving forward? Then I suggest you go and you read the testimonials. Now, I know I have a lot of women that always challenge me when I get them to do this with stories such as, but my story is different, I'm unique, but just because she got those results, that doesn't mean that I'll be able to get them. I want to just tell you this. No, your story is really not unique. You really aren't unique. You might think you are, but trust me, you aren't. As you read the stories from the other women, can you see yourself in these women? Yes or no? If you are reading all of these stories and your head is nodding, yes, 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 well then that's another sign. If there are video testimonials on the website, watch them. Watch every single one. And yes, I mean really watch every minute of the video, the whole video, all of them. Those women that are sharing, they're real women with real hearts, just like you, and they were standing exactly where you are standing right now. They said yes, and they never looked back, and their life changed for the better. And lastly, does this business have a valid ABN number? Do your research. If you've got trust issues, read their terms of service, read their privacy policy. So I'm going to leave you with these words today by Eckhart Tolle. If you get the inside right, the outside will fall into place. I'm going to say that again. If you get the inside right, the outside will fall into place. This is the truth. Nothing on the outside will change your inside. Nothing. For every woman that I've had the honor and privilege of working with, as the inside starts feeling better, so too does the outside. It starts showing that. They learn to never, ever, ever disrespect the inside again. So I want to leave you with some questions today. What beauty is hiding inside of you right now that needs to come out? What is stopping you from making today the day to make something happen? If you knew you only had one more year to live, how would you like to spend each day until then? And what is one thing, one little thing that you can do right now to get started? And if you want my personal help, please head over to coronabrady.com/apply and book in for a complimentary chat with me. Let's see how I can best support you right now to step fully into your greatness. And please, if you're enjoying these podcast episodes, if they're resonating with you, if you're getting a lot of value from them, I would be really, really grateful if you could head on over to the podcast show on iTunes and give us a review, because it's through these reviews that we get the show to more and more women that need to hear these episodes. And it's my mission to get this podcast show to as many women as possible. Thank you so much, and thank you for listening today.